Stocks setting up for 8 to 20% move. These are swing trading candidate. These are all stocks which are basically in a momentum and they are having a little bit of a sideways move. And most of the time these kind of stocks, like say here there's a little bit of a pause and the stock broke out, and if you see in 5 days the stock made 19% move, and if you held it for 10 days almost like 57% move. Here again there was a brief pause and from here it made 19% move. So these are kind of moves which happen. These are momentum burst moves which happen in stocks which have established momentum. So you have Kara, you have Anak. If you see again here, like say here to here, this was a 11% move. From here again it set it up as a orderly pullback, and then here it's like almost 81% move. So here again it is setting up for a move. Then you have PRTA. These are some of the biotechs which are holding up well as compared to other biotechs which have gone down. And again you're looking for a swing trade kind of a move where like you're looking at 35%, 20% kind of moves in a couple of days from a minor consolidation. This is the kind of setup which you're looking for, where there's a minor consolidation or pullback and from which stock breaks out. So here's JZNX, which is again setting up, amydialysis, which is Depot, another one which is setting up very well. Then you have OneEdge, which recently had a big breakout on earnings. Now it is setting up for a possible another move. Amazon similarly up on earnings. Now here if you see large price like this kind of stocks which are like large caps and also large price, they don't really move in this 20% kind of increment, but they do move in dollar increments of, like say this is a $50 move. So if you buy 1,000 shares, you're looking at $50 move on that. That's a big move. So, and it's setting up very well, going sideways. Amba, which has got pulled back, it's a tricky thing in the sense there is a big volume breakdown. So this is a slightly tricky setup, but compared to other semiconductors which have all gone down a lot, this is still holding up within just a fraction of, like if you see it's like a high. From high is just around 13% pullback from high. So that's one. YRCW, this is a very nice pullback. This is actually one of the better pullbacks because the stock has really had a recent big move, and after that it is just consolidating for a possible up move after that. K-Force, similar setup. HQY, now this is a very nice setup, see here. And again if you see, you have to always look at like past behavior. If you see here, like this was a similar kind of a setup, and here it made a move which was like around 24% move. So if any breakout can be a big move here. ICALR, then you have regeneration. Regeneration also had a recent good news, and then it is pullback, orderly pullback, because the market is having a little bit of like pullback. So these stocks are having pullback, but here if you see, this is a $46 move, that's 9%, but if you look at from a dollar perspective, it's like a $46 move here. And TMUS, this is another stock which is setting up very well. This is up move, going sideways. Activist investors are taking stake, but we are looking at it from a swing trading point of view, not really looking at it from anything else than 8 to 20% move. So these are stocks which are setting up for a swing trade kind of trades for those who are really interested in doing swing trading and who want to learn. I have already written a lot of articles on this, and you can always ask questions, and you can always go through these stocks to see how they behave on your own, because there's nothing like your own derived knowledge. And you can always look at stocks which make big moves to see how they set up and how they break out, and you'll see that there is a phenomena called momentum burst which is inherent to the stock market, where stock set up, they break out, they go up for only 3 to 5 days, again set up, go up for 3 to 5 days, and sometimes they only have 2 or 3 moves like that in a year. Some stocks will have multiple moves, and they offer multiple opportunities, but basically swing traders focus on those kind of moves which are called momentum burst moves.